am the color red in a world full of black and white.
Brace for the change, brace for the rage, brace for the wave. I've been going through it. Y'all know the pain, driving insane, deep in your veins. Y'all know how I prove it. Steer through the lanes, gripping the grain. Miles an hour, yeah, miles of fluid. Mask on, asking, why should I do it? Because no one is moving. I came from the swamp, the mud. Algorithm told me I was the plug. Fear for the fiend, you know what I mean. I've been through all of the lesson and hugs, and that is because I'm better than all hope who enter here. So listen clear, I made your dreams. Fireflies don't disappear.
Everywhere. And then every once in a while, there would be.
What's up, everybody? Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Fireflies Forever. We're going to start today's episode a little bit different because Chris is going to have to join me in a couple minutes. So I apologize for the shift in how we do things, but life happens sometimes. So we're going to roll with it. So shout out to everyone that's in the chat: Clown, James Chadwick, Steve, I know, let's see, I don't know who else, but welcome everyone. One thing I wanted to do is to start the show. I don't know how many of you get a chance to watch us on Sunday nights or get a chance to go back and take a look at the show from Sundays, but we have a lot of new things coming to the channel, and I wanted to share that with you through a video real quick. So I'm going to play that real quick. We're going to come back on the other side, talk about the schedule for this week, and then hopefully by then we'll have Chris, but if not, we'll just kind of chat until he gets here. So here we go. So yeah, Heather just said, wow, a lot of programming changes. Yes, we have a lot of programming changes, and yeah. So not only are we doing it, have a new look, but we have a lot of changes coming to the channel. So yeah, come check us out. Come December 1st, it's going to be a lot. So gonna be some good stuff. So and what my plan is, because I did see Heather's comment about not being able to see Sundays. I know a lot of people don't get a chance to watch it, and sometimes because of the time of day, you may not get to watch the entire thing. So what my plan is to do every Wednesday is to put out clips of the different segments of the show. So we'll do the news, airing of grievances, favorite moments of the week, sell or no sell, but just all in different shorter videos. So that's something that I will be putting out there going forward too, and we'll be doing some shorts and reels and all kinds of things like that. So yeah, that's where we are. So uh, for the rest of this week, what we have TNA Impact, which they will be coming off of Turning Point, and I felt like that was a good show. It was good for them to get back out there, but yeah, it was good. Good to see TNA come back, but we'll be back again on Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, come and join us on Thursday. There's a lot happening in TNA. Some is very favorable to the fans, and some not so much. But regardless, we're all wrestling fans. That happens from time to time. So yeah. All right. So hopefully Chris will be here in a few moments. I did want to ask folks. We are going to get to this eventually, but I wanted to ask everyone's thoughts in the chat. Let me bring myself on screen here. Hello, everyone. I wanted to ask you, what did you think of John Cena's final Raw appearance? What did you think of the match that he had, the 6-man tag and all that good stuff? What did you think about the match? Let me know. I thought it was a pretty cool evening, pretty cool moment here. I wanted to grab this picture because I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, let me know what you thought about John Cena's match. I'd love to hear some of your comments and share those with the rest of the chat. And shout out to everybody that's joining us, whether you are here from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you are watching us on YouTube, please hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's see what we got. Steve saying that moment was cool, but they could have used him better. Clown saying it was smart to play it safe in a 6-man tag, less chance of John getting injured down the home stretch. Heather saying, personally, I loved it, especially Sheamus and Ray being his tag team partners. I think a moment, too, that stood out to me was Sheamus switching spots with Cena. I thought that was awesome, too. But yeah, I thought it was a smart play to play it safe, because especially now, given the fact that we're gonna see him at Survivor Series up against Dom, that should be a lot of fun. And then a couple weeks after that, we'll get his match at the main event. So yeah, so I'm sure that's probably the thought process. Maybe we preserve them as much as we can and not have them take as much punishment. So, Deanna saying, I loved it. Thought it was well done. Good 6-man teaming. Steve, yeah, made him front center. Yeah, and that's the thing. He was front and center, and he deserved it after all he's done. If you really think about him, I mean, yeah, he's had his moments where people were like, man, I wish he wouldn't be Super Cena at the moment. But I mean, honestly, he's had such a run, going from almost being released and kind of in obscurity to being one of the legends of the business. So and there he is. There's Chris.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry about that.
Hey, no, you're fine, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're just we kind of did a couple things in reverse. So I went over the schedule for the week, and we did topics and reactions, and
Okay.
so we'll come back. We'll come back to that because I definitely want to get your thoughts on Cena's last match
Okay.
on Raw, but I want to go back to memories as we always do. If you is that cool? We start
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I want to start with memories, and Chris, I know you have some photos here that you want to share. So I'll make those large screen, and I'll turn it over to you, my friend.
Yeah, so this is a project that I'd been wanting to do for a while, and me and Logan got to do it a couple weeks ago. The cemetery where Jodie's buried at allows you to build like a space around in front of the tombstone to be able to put flowers and things in it like that, so that they can mow around it and not have to remove any of your stuff and mess with it. And so yeah, me and Logan got this little space built there, so we have a place to put things. And I got this foil arrangement from my fiance Ashley. Actually gave that to me with the yellow roses, which was her favorite, and the British flags, of course. And so yeah, me and Logan got that done, got it built, and still have the two lanterns hanging there, and
Yeah.
I think it looks really awesome.
Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks really good. I saw those lanterns. I was like, man, I was wondering. I saw the first couple pictures. I was like, man, I wonder if the lanterns are still there, but you still had them there.
Yep.
So that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm glad they did. They haven't messed with those. I think it's close enough to the tombstone that it was okay. But yeah, now I got that space there that we can put different things in throughout the year. And
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Hey KJ, how are you? All right, I didn't even tease the artwork, Chris, but I'm really excited for them to see this one thing. So
yeah,
thank you for sending all that over to me. So we're
yeah,
gonna
no problem.
share some artwork with you all real quick. And again, thank you, Chris, for sending this over. Oh man, this is really
Yeah,
good.
no problem. Oh yeah, I love black and white pencil sketching stuff. I just think that art style looks so cool.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, black mass on this one. Black mass designs. This is awesome.
I'm gonna show it off here. Oh yeah, his stuff's always awesome.
Always. Oh, and I love
one
this.
Mr. Kyle Scarborough.
Yeah.
did
Oh,
this
yeah.
one.
All right, now.
From him.
Yeah, I always love his stuff, man. Shout out to Cal. All right, so here's a teaser. We have a video, and here you go,
This has
folks.
got to be one of the most incredible Bray tattoos I've ever seen in my life.
It's amazing, and I think we can talk over the video because it doesn't have.
Yeah, there's no sound to it.
But yeah, this is like so intricate.
Oh yeah, the Hawk moth and the lantern, and then the I am the color red. Like my goodness, that is so amazing.
Like, I'm gonna play that again real quick.
And I love the subtle use of color, that it's mostly black and white, but just the little pops of red.
Just red.
That's it.
No, Steve, yours is still dope, man. No, yours is amazing. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Did you see this? Where did you find this at?
It was on the Abominations Facebook page.
Okay.
He had posted that.
Yeah, and Steve, plus, man, where you have yours, like that in and of itself, like, dude.
So I have another last minute piece of art. This just arrived this afternoon. It's something that I ordered. This was from something that they did for Halloween Horror Nights. and I found someone on eBay that was selling it,
Mhm.
and so I wanted to show it off to everybody.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, sorry about the glare, but yeah,
Oh, it's fine, man.
it's like a little poster. I'm gonna get it in a frame and hang it up. But yeah, I thought that was so cool.
Oh man, that is
The
amazing.
theme in the background there.
Yeah.
Turn the light off for a second. Maybe that helps.
That's awesome,
Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
man.
So yeah, I'm gonna show that off too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Heather, I do want to get to this. Do we have any more matches left in the tournament? Any more surprises?
I don't think there's any more surprises. I think there was just those two.
Those two, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that at one point, to your point, we were thinking that maybe Howdy at some point would have been in the tournament, but just given all the personal stuff, we think that might be why things maybe shifted in that regard. But no,
I think they're going more of the route of people that have had direct personal
history
with Cena.
Yeah. Which was let's get to topics and reactions, since that's what I was what we were doing when you got in here. We were going over our thoughts on Cena's last Monday Night Raw, and obviously during that, as a part of the tournament, one of the names that we saw return, in addition to Matt Cardona / Zack Ryder on Friday, was Nick Nemeth / Dolph Ziggler last night. And I think it's an important distinction. I think two things happen. One, it doesn't really make sense to have Nick Nemeth or Matt Cardona face off for a chance at John Cena when neither one of them wrestled him in the past.
Right. I saw someone post something like that on Twitter, like John Cena doesn't know who Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona is, and in the whole kayfabe world, like they've never had history with them, but those other characters did. So I'm glad that they, used their old WWE names. I think that was really cool.
Right, and plus, from a business savvy standpoint, for those two gentlemen, it's also good because they don't have to give up any bread from using their names. So, so there's that. But Chris, I wanted to ask you what you thought about the two surprises that we've gotten thus in this, and also just about last night in the moment with Cena and the 6-man tag.
I thought the surprises were great. I really, Zack Ryder, I definitely didn't expect. I thought that was a cool callback. And I kind of I guessed Dolph Ziggler last night before it happened, because I was just kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, who is there that's available, that isn't in another company, or anything like that has history with Cena? And I started thinking, of course, to some different TNA people. And I thought, well, Dolph's a possibility. He's got history with Cena. And sure enough, it was Dolph. So I thought that was really cool. Loved the pop that he got. He's always been a great character, and that was really over with the fans in WWE. So I thought it was a really good thing to have him back. The match was great. I actually kind of thought he was going to win, especially there at the end of it. But unfortunately, Solo got the best of him. But it was still a good match and good showing from him. Awesome to have him back for something like this. And I just love that partnership with TNA that allows that ability for those two guys to be able to come back for something like this. It's so cool that, the WWE has that, have people like that they can bring back and use. Right. But this, the match in particular that Cena had for his last match on Raw, I thought was great. Love to see that Rey Mysterio came back for it. That was really cool. Didn't expect that. And he even had some Cena stuff on his gear, which was really cool. Had the C crossed out on his mask and on his pants. That was really neat to see. And yeah, I thought that was like one of those super team kind of things. Loved them doing all each other's moves and stuff. Yeah. That was a super fun match. I thought that was an absolute great send off for Cena.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I thought it was really good. And I wanna shout out Clown too, because that is a really good point that Cena cut the pipe bomb promo and he said, "Hi, Matt Cardona." Yes, I'm speaking more of if you look at the WWE history books, who is that?
He's never wrestled Matt Cardona.
Right, but that's a great point.
Yeah.
Completely acknowledge that. So
it makes me wonder if that was a little Easter egg, if they knew all the way back then that he was going to show up here, and maybe that was a little tease that none of us caught.
Or was that Cena going off script?
Yeah, maybe that was saying that was a person he would like to face.
Yeah, like, hey, let me force your hand. So either way it goes, I love it.
I'm really enjoying this tournament. I think that was a fantastic idea to put this together for Cena's last match instead of just having him pick or somebody else just say, "Oh, here you go. Here's your last opponent." It's really cool the way they're doing it, and there's a lot of possibilities and potentials. I really like the potential idea if Cena retains the Intercontinental title at Survivor Series. What if Sheamus is his final opponent? Sheamus could, in beating John Cena in his last match, make himself a Grand Slam champion, as Cena just did by doing that. I love the idea of that. That would be really cool to see if that happens.
Yeah, I agree. I'm happy with how they've done this. They made this feel big. Because it is a big deal.
And they've done a good turnaround. A lot of people, myself included, didn't love his heel turn and everything, the way that went down. So I'm really glad that they've been able to. Back then, during that, I kind of was losing interest in Cena, but now since he's back to, super face Cena, I'm definitely, gonna miss him. Last night, really it's kind of set in, like, wow, this is it. Cena's last Raw. 2 more appearances and he's gone. Like it really is the end of an era, and it's been a while since we've seen someone of this magnitude retire.
Yeah. I think about it, and I'm not saying that they had to do something like this, but something similar with Goldberg. Just given how big he was at one point in time.
Yeah, the whole Goldberg retirement really, I feel like, fell really flat.
Yeah. I mean, looking back on it, it just feels very, very very minuscule compared to.
Yeah, and I'm hoping going forward, maybe this sets a really good blueprint for WWE for future stars, and Randy Orton when he goes to retire or something like that could do something like this. Make a real big spectacle out of it, and have these really big last matches and stuff like that. This is a really good way to honor, their superstars like that. Yeah,
I agree, and hopefully they continue to honor the legends like this and do things that match who the person is in terms of if they do a tournament, something, kind of cool and catchy.
The way he's done a lot of, past opponents' moves and stuff like that. Like it's been such a great revisit to his history.
Right. Absolutely, man. So I'm all for this tournament. I've really enjoyed it, and we'll see who ends up being his final opponent there. All right, so we'll get into a little bit of discussion. We're not going to be here a full hour, just full transparency to let everyone know. Just because we didn't get a lot this week, we did get a little something. I don't know how many people caught this, but did you catch a bit of a glitch, Chris, during this? Okay.
Yep, we did see a glitch on the screen.
So what'd you think about the glitch?
I thought that was cool. It definitely told us that Solo is still a target. They haven't forgotten about him. Just like we saw last week, they said that they're patiently waiting for the right time to strike. They're just, looking for their opportunity when's going to be the best time to go after Solo and the MFTs. They definitely haven't forgotten about them.
Yeah, and it seems that Nick Aldis hasn't forgotten about that either. because I thought his comments were very interesting. You know, saying, you know, talking about the 5-on-5 and maybe it happens here. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you make of Aldis's comments?
Yeah, I thought that was cool. It definitely sounds like that may be a good time for the Wyatts to strike. They're going to be involved in this original Survivor Series format elimination match against a grouping of superstars. So that might definitely be a good time for them to potentially strike.
Yeah,
while they're distracted.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And people are saying that they caught a glimpse of Howdy. Did you catch a glimpse of Howdy?
He was in the background there. Like from that shot you just showed, it was, I thought I sent you a picture of it. But maybe I forgot. It was to the left of, like, behind where Aldis is.
Yep.
There was the camera panned around, and you could see Howdy in the background there.
Yeah.
Staring right at Solo. So I thought that was cool too, to reinforce that. Oh, Howdy's definitely still targeting Solo. He hasn't forgotten about him.
I'm just glad that the character of Howdy is back on screen.
Oh yeah.
Was that kind of your feeling too? That, man, I'm kind of glad to see him back.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, we've all missed him, and we understand why he's been gone, and you know it was necessary. And I think it's really, good on two fronts. It's good to see him back. I think that they've probably been holding off the feud with the MFTs a little bit, waiting for him to come back. And him being on there shows that he must be ready, and that must mean that Mike, his father's doing better for him to be able to come back. So yeah, good on both fronts.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. I'm so happy to see him back. I think also that means that maybe, just maybe, from a wrestling standpoint, that means we're about to gear up again.
Yeah. And it's getting exciting for sure. I mean, the card for Survivor Series looks amazing. Both the War Games matches look awesome.
Yeah.
And, now we're getting this match right before Survivor Series that, like I said, we could see them attack potentially for it. Here's that thing there. Just to that left of that wall there.
Yeah.
You'll see Howdy was back there.
Yep. You can make them out right there.
Yep.
So I want to, there are a couple things I want to close with. One, this is kind of on the fly, and just as we were talking and as I was thinking about Raw and some of the, recent goings on, what do you make of the conflict with the women's War Games match? And do you think that has any bearing on this particular storyline? Do you think that they could involve this storyline in some way, shape, or form?
I've been wondering that. A lot of people have been talking about that, obviously we saw Charlotte come back last night, but just that I'm sure that's not going to last forever. And, what if happens if Charlotte does leave Alexa for good? That does set up perfectly for the Wyatt Sicks. She would be feeling abandoned, and they have all had that happen. They've had people abandon them and stuff. So that could be the route that they take to, finally have her interact with the Wyatt Sicks. Maybe she comes looking for them, or Howdy comes looking for her, if he sees that Charlotte abandoned her. So I don't know. I think that could be a potential tease down the road. It seems like Charlotte's back for now, but like I said, who knows how long that's going to last. Eventually, they're probably going to break up. And so maybe that will be the open door that for Alexa to come do something with the Wyatt Sicks.
Yeah. Do you think it's time for that to happen?
I don't think so. I'm really enjoying Alexa and Charlotte together. I think that's been a fantastic team. And it's really, I feel like, elevated Charlotte. I mean, when she first came back, a lot of fans were booing her. She just was not in a good spot, not getting over anything. I think pairing her with Alexa has totally turned her character around and really gotten her in a better place. It's been really fun to see them work together and everything. So I think that they can definitely ride that out for a bit.
Yeah. And it's funny, as experienced and as awesome as Charlotte Flair is, it's almost like this stretch of her career has added another layer that maybe we haven't seen before, which I think is pretty.
Definitely still saw that fire inside of her though when she was talking to Charlotte. Alexa's still got some evil inside of her, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's added some different things there. Charlotte has. I mean, there's a lot that there's a lot that's been beneficial, I think, for both Charlotte and Alexa with this pairing. So the other thing I want to add. Go ahead.
Yes, yeah. I don't think they need to do that right now. Especially, I've got really high hopes for this feud with the MFTs. I think that's going to be really cool, and so hopefully they can kind of still do their things separately, and then maybe, who knows, maybe sometime next year we get that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this this feud because we know it's coming. It's just a matter of, when. So I want to ask about that. One, I want to ask, what does the addition of Uncle Howdy, how does he change the dynamic of this entire feud?
I think that he has that leadership presence. Everyone in the Wyatt Sicks trusts him and listens to him. So he could guide them best, through this. And just give them that edge. We've seen him help out in their matches before and stuff, and maybe since there's so many of them, he may even be a part of that and wrestle, in a bit if they do a big match with all of them and stuff. So yeah, I just think that it would be good for them, to give that leadership and that extra help that they could use in a feud with them.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm excited to see the mind games.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping there's some of that. It would be really cool to see them just like totally mess with the MFTs, get inside Solo's head and torture them in a way. That would be kind of cool to see. If he could just drive Solo crazy.
Yeah. Not only that, but I also think seeing a different side of Solo, like, can we see a more sinister, more ruthless Solo than we have recently? I mean, even turn it up even more, I would say. Hey, Stu's views.
Yeah, and same thing with the MFTs too. With the face paint they have now, I feel like they could definitely have a different attitude and stuff like that.
Yeah. Steve says it's a shame how they let that die down so much. The mind games are things that make you think. Yeah, and we talked about that a few weeks ago when we went over C's video. How we feel like that's something that would be very beneficial to the Wyatts.
I'm wondering if maybe that, obviously the person that we usually see do that is Howdy, and Howdy has been gone. So maybe now that he's going to be back, we will start to see some more of that again, I hope. I'm glad that we've still been seeing the rest of the group, but they're not the ones that so much do that as much as Howdy does. So
yeah. I would hope that they start to bring some of that back. And that's the first thing that I thought about when I saw the glitch, though. I was like, okay, this is a good sign. Like this is a good sign. So
yeah, and then seeing Howdy back there looking right at him, like, I'm hoping next week that we get something like maybe some kind of a mind game promo or something directed at them.
Yeah, I hope so. Alicia's saying, do you think that the MFTs introduce a female presence to their crew, maybe Tamina to take on Nikki?
I think that's definitely a possibility. I think we've talked about that before. That definitely is one that would fit with them, and I could see that because we've seen Nikki get in his face, but Solo's not going to do anything. I don't think they're going to hit a woman. So
Right.
yeah, they may have to find someone that can take her out of the equation, because she's going to get involved, and if they have a match or something, she's going to be out there causing distraction and getting involved to help the Wyatts win.
Yeah. Not only do I think that they will, I think it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say that is because Nikki needs to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to be involved. So that's long and short of it. She needs to be involved, and
Yeah, definitely.
if they can give her someone to do some business with, I think that only helps the entirety of the storyline.
Oh, there's so much she could do, and she's so talented and stuff. It's I hate to see that her talent's not being utilized to the full potential. I really hope that they rectify that soon.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope so too. All right. Well, I guess, Chris, I guess we're kind of, I guess, counting down to SmackDown. Do you expect to see two other questions before we get out of here? One, do you think we get anything this Friday? Do you think that's necessary to keep the momentum? And two, when do you think we get another physical confrontation between these two groups?
Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll at least see some kind of a promo or a mind games video segment or something from Howdy. Now that we see that he's back, and then the SmackDown after this next one will be when they have that Survivor Series match with the other team. So I really feel like that's going to be the time when they're going to strike. They've been, we know that they've said that they're just waiting for the right moment, and I can't imagine a better moment than that when they're involved in a match with some other people. It wouldn't surprise me a bit to see maybe the lights go out during that match and they attack, or maybe right after the match or something like that. But yeah, I have a feeling that now that Howdy's back, we're gonna start to see things escalate a bit soon.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing some more escalation between these two groups, because I feel like they had something there, and if they just stay that course, I feel like they might have some magic. For both,
that was a small and powerful moment. It wasn't much, but that was a big deal to see Howdy back. Like that, it assures us that he's okay, his dad's okay. Like I'm really happy to see that he's back, and now we can hopefully get this feud going, because we're all excited to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And something else too, a little bit of news. I don't know if everybody saw that. Supposedly, it's been confirmed that starting in January, SmackDown's going back to 3 hours. So that definitely opens the door up to maybe see a little bit more of the Wyatt Sicks. I think cutting it back to 2 really didn't leave them and a lot of other people much time to be featured on SmackDown. And I really think that having the 3 hours is really going to help with that, be able to feature more people and for longer segments.
I was actually going to ask you that do you think that that's a benefit to a group like the Wyatt Sicks and some of the other talent that are currently, seem like we don't see them as much as we used to?
And yeah, look at recently. I mean, everything's kind of been about this Cena tournament right now. Been having a couple of those matches on SmackDown and stuff. How long has it been now since we've seen the Wyatts have a match? As most specifically, have a tag team championship match. They're still the tag team champions, and yeah, we haven't seen them defend for a while. I think that's just because they've had more important stuff to be able to fit in, and in 2 hours you just can't fit everything in. So I really think that 3 hours is going to open the door to that, and I think that may be part of why the ratings have been struggling. Everything is feeling so fast, and they're just trying to cram everything they need to get into 2 hours, well, less than that with commercials. And it just makes the whole show fall flat. I mean, that's why Raw has always been 3 hours, because it gives them time to breathe and time to flesh out stories better and have more matches on TV and stuff. So I hope that they're gonna tackle it, take a different approach and tackle it better, and be able to flesh out some stories better doing it that way.
Yeah. My only thing would be use the time wisely.
Yeah.
Use the time to really feature people that your fans have been clamoring for. Not just the Wyatt Sicks, but Carmelo Hayes and many others. There are so many people that fans have been clamoring for, and I mean, I know I'm missing some, but there are so many people. So yeah, feature.
Yeah, especially, I mean, things were going so well in the tag division, and then now all of a sudden the tag division has just disappeared.
It's just nowhere. So, yeah,
I was great. I was loving it. I mean, there for a while, how much were we talking about the SmackDown tag division was just blowing away the Raw tag division? But now that all of a sudden the SmackDown tag division has become non-existent.
We made an argument at one point that the SmackDown tag division might have been the best tag division in the entirety of professional wrestling.
And all of wrestling. There for a month or two it was.
Right, and then it's like, what happened?
Yeah,
Steve mentioning the War Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they're on Raw, but yeah, they've disappeared too.
Well, that whole tag division has disappeared too.
Yeah, they've definitely got to figure out tag divisions, because it's just not working now.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right, man. We're gonna get ready to head out of here. But Chris, any final thoughts before we head on out?
I hope everyone's excited as I was. I yelled out when I saw Howdy there. I was so happy to see him back and know that everything with his family is okay, and can't wait till SmackDown now. I want to see more of Howdy. Hopefully we get some cool stuff happening soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope so, man. I hope so. Well, Chris, thank you as always for the conversation. Thank all of you in the chat for the conversation and your thoughts and ideas and theories. Again, rest of the week looks like this. We'll be back on Thursday for TNA Wrestling, 7:45 p.m. Eastern, and that should be a lot of fun. So come check it out, and let's see where TNA goes from Turning Point. Again, if you don't mind, drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. We are so glad that you came and hung out with us for a little bit. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the family and join us every time. So, Chris, fun as always, man. Thank you again. All of you in chat, thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy NXT if you're watching it this evening. Dynamite tomorrow. Hopefully we see you on Thursday, but if not, hopefully you have a great rest of your week. Take care, and we hope to see you again soon.
I am the color red in a world full of black and white.
Brace for the change, brace for the rage, brace for the wave. I've been going through it. Y'all know the pain, driving insane, deep in your veins. Y'all know how I prove it. Steer through the lanes, gripping the grain. Miles an hour, yeah, miles of fluid. Mask on, asking, why should I do it? Because no one is moving. I came from the swamp, the mud. Algorithm told me I was the plug. Feel for the fiend, you know what I mean. I've been through all of the lesson and hugs, and that is because I'm better than all hope who enter here. So listen clear, I made your dreams. Fireflies don't disappear.
Everywhere. And then every once in a